So that means I was like, well, golly, they have 5 in a set now of these marbled pens. I shall have to order
Well,
some.
he was very intrigued by those. He's
Oh, he was. Oh, well, I might have to
yeah,
get some for him.
that's why I went to get my whole case of things, and I don't you probably didn't hear him, but he made a wow kind of a comment, and yeah, he said, "Don't you have any that change colors?" And I have some somewhere, but I don't know where they are.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. All right, I realized that somehow I got rid of one thing. I need to get it back up here. All right. So, welcome again. And and as I shouldn't maybe talk and try to cut and paste at the same time. It just never seems to work right. Um so well, welcome everyone. If you haven't done so yet, and would like to, feel free to put in the chat, say hi, where you're from. And also, if you are new to Zentangle or new just to us, thank you. I'm just ahead of Alyssa. She's typing it out. She Alyssa's asking for it because at some point I'm gonna say, yeah, hey, Alyssa, why don't you? Oh my goodness. Uh, okay, so then I lose track of where I am. But that I would do anyway. I have something on the floor that I need. So we had fun actually with 2 tangles today, Alyssa. Oh my gosh. And as I said, let me peek through the names, and then as I look back, I was like, oh, I'm seeing more and more and more. And so far, looks like all all familiar names. Although it is hard when we have just sometimes first names because it could be somebody else. But um, again, if you're new, let us know. We'll not be on our best behavior, but we'll include you in on the fun. Okay, so let me put into the chat and let me clear a couple things. Um, yeah, so we had for those that weren't on earlier, uh, my brother was doing some work at Joyce's house, who's on the call, and so he was dropping Nathan off, and we kept waiting, and Mom was thinking she wouldn't be able to tangle, and then we thought, well, you got that mostly finished, and I love the extra color on there.
Yeah, it's orange on there. It
Yeah, oh
just
yeah,
adds
that's right,
a little touch of something.
because we must have. Um, oh, and did I get rid of? Oh, Cinco. Oh, apparently, see, I do my very best to not get rid of the links that I have up. Just leave them up so that way they're up. But let me find it really quick. So that's the first one we're going to do, and we'll do the regular of going through and wait, hold on a second. Let me leave that. Oh, I have this open. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay. Have this open twice. And Sue, thank you so much. I did not have a chance to send you an email. I got your note. I'll share it with Mom when I see her this weekend.
Is
But
that the
thank you,
Sue
thank
that's on?
you. Sue, yeah.
Okay. She looks like she's looking for the button.
It does look like that. Okay, let me get rid of this. And I'm looking the same way at my computer screen, just kind of blankly. And let me. And I can turn that off in a second. So, all right, Cinco starts with an S. And what? Oh, um, come on. Oh, this is in alphabetical order, not any other way. Okay, so let me flip here. And there we go. And Sue, yep. You know what? Oh, I see. It says Sue has switched to telephone. Sue, I'm just turning off your webcam. Okay. So, I need to. Okay, don't look at all of the pretty other tangles, Heather. Focus. Oh my goodness. SISH. Oh, that's interesting. No. page 3. Oh, there we go. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Okay, here is the set. Okay, so and what I was looking for is what I usually put in is as the no for more inspiration link. Spit it out. Okay, and that's ginormous, but that will work. And I have the influx. Perfect. Okay, so that was the first tangle. Second tangle, influx. And I picked these. I had seen the influx, and I can't remember how that one seems like it's been around for a while, but it looks like the bud of Cinco, and I will share that in a second here. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. All right, 10 minutes in, I've gotten it together. Oh, yeah. All right, so this one, and this is Cinco by PCT Simone Menzel. Starts off with an orb, and then it's kind of like a flux shape is how I was describing it, but like the point is down here, maybe in the middle of the orb, however you want to think about it, or just a giant curve line. And then we put ears on it, as we figured out earlier. And mine still looks like an elephant. On either side, so just big curved lines, and coming into that same point where the first curve line comes from, and then doing it again, and we're building these on top of that curved line. But then, so after the first 3, then she has us coming down on the side, and I'll show you her art, because it's like I wanted to get it like hers. It doesn't have to be. There were a lot of ways to do this. But this one, and I'm going to look again, this one kind of merges in, but then touches the orb and comes down. And I'm going to relook at that, because I'm thinking, did I get that, right or wrong, or what? Because that's the step that's hanging me up the most, I think. And then we continue down the sides and do 3 more. So really, it's 1, 2, 3, 3 going up, and then 3 of these kind of curve lines coming down on either side. Then you can decorate it aura however you want. Here is Simone's, and this is just I love how this with the aura-ing and how it looks like it's just, it makes me think of clay, Mom, when you used to like clay beads or something, and you
like polymer clay.
Yeah.
Layers.
Yeah, and this just looks like it's sliced off,
Yep.
and peeled over. That's what it makes me think of. I don't know what some of this other is. But
Is that border that she had around that one? Is that a separate tangle, or did she just do fluxes and play with it?
I don't know. Well, let's see.
Center.
We read up above. No, I don't know. I'm gonna guess it's just, flux, and then put a little. Oh well, she's got print tops here in some places,
Yeah.
and then and it seems like I've seen this somewhere. The grid pattern. Yeah. So I'll have to look. All right, and I don't know what that. And I'm trying not to go so fast that then all of a sudden everybody's eyeballs fall out of their head. Okay, so here is Simone's Step Out, and what's so neat is it can look flowery, or it cannot look flowery. It just depends on what you want to do with it. And Mom, I think you were exactly right. It's very Art Deco. So you could probably capitalize on the Art Deco look if you wanted to, and make it something like that. Oh, okay, no, and I was right here. So looking at this box right here, so she kind of comes out straight-ish to this, to the side after those first 3. Almost looks like a martini glass, and then comes down. It's not going into that same point. It's just kind of auraing on the side hitting the orb and going straight down. But at the same time, just like everything's entangled, we can do it however we want to do it. Could even just have it touch into the side so that way. I'm trying to remember. There was another tangle like that where, you're kind of just working down the side. Because
I noticed in her the very bottom one on the left, and in her the bottom example, that last petal or whatever you want to call it, aura's the first stem. It doesn't. Some of them they end at the stem, and then see, yeah, right there. See how that.
oh,
And if you look in her example,
here
the full one,
and
the
here,
other one up at the top does the same thing.
yeah.
No, that's the aura does it, but the one on the
Oh,
bottom,
this one.
no, wait, that's the aura on that one doing it all too. Never mind, but that one,
No, no, it's not because she doesn't have.
right,
Like here's the aura. It doesn't come down here.
right. But
This
I was
line.
thinking she did
You're
it
right.
in these others, but no, it's
Just that one.
yeah,
Well,
which is
there's an interesting something else you
huh,
can do.
yep,
Yeah, because what I thought was interesting is like on where she shows the aura, it's just on the top, but then in all of the everything else, almost just depending, she has the aura kind of going throughout. But it's our tangles, and we can do whatever we want. And
exactly.
yeah, and Alyssa's right. It's like a fragment, so that you can
Mhm.
treat this as a fragment, and that's what she's done here at the top. Yeah. So lots of neat ways to use that. So then as I was thinking, and I hesitated because I'm like, I don't want her to do too much, but this one looks like a bud, this influx of the Cinco. So it's like, well, we'll put them together. I'm gonna highlight Cinco. If you want to add the other one in, it'll end up being tomorrow's daily tangle. So you'll just be ahead of the game if you're following that on our Facebook group or on my website. And this starts off the same way, but it's more of a flux shape or a teardrop where you see the point, and like the first three are the same, but then she's adding more of a flux shape on top, just kind of uh, covering over, and then a second set, and then filling in the center. Let me. Oh, that's this pen. That's that. There it is. Oh, let me make. Oh, this one. I think when I went to make it bigger, it didn't work right. Um. Oh wait. If I click. Oh, there we go. That helps. And I just won't move my mouse too much. But yeah, so that way you can see. And then this also as a fragment. How I'm pointing. No, let's use. Okay, right here where I have the mouse. She's done 4 of these, and it creates an entire flower versus it looking like it's a bud or a flower about to open. So really neat options, lots of fun, and now we shall play. Oh, I should have. Oh, So you're using one of your tiles. I should use one of my tiles too. I didn't even think about it. All right. And I didn't notice that there was. Actually, just I think Sharona still new to the club, but I think Sharona, you got the idea, and if anyone else is new and didn't pipe up, um, we share the examples so that way you can do whatever you want with them. Okay, I can't find my things because I moved them, and I'm just going to work on this white. And so earlier, you can kind of see the interesting colors. I use these pens that I've had them for a while, and it says Super Marble on them. I thought they were Zebra brand, and so when I went to search, I did stop my screen share. I found that it looks like they still have them. It's Sarasa, Zebra Sarasa was the name, and so when I shared it, I'll put a link here. So I'm gonna have to order some. That one has a set of 5 colors, and so I will take no responsibility for anything else that you buy. But it turned out rather neat. You don't know because they're mixed up in there. You don't know what color is going to kind of come out, and they merge together. It makes for a neat effect. So, all right, now I'm going to go back to regular old. Regular old. Well, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna do black, but I just because it is flowery in my head, and I want to, I want to see if I can do that crisscross one. I'm, um, where is it? There it is. We'll see. We shall see. Okay, and if I'm gonna do that, then the first thing I have to do, actually, I need to do start it. I'm gonna start it a little bit differently than what. It's just I'm gonna put the stems in first because that's what I would need to do. And yep, and I'm gonna make sure it's just off center on purpose. Hmm. All right, and we shall see. Now I will stick this like that way I know. And let's see. Well, I should just start right where I'm at, and I'll start it a little bit above. So with an orb. Oh, and I didn't highlight. Well, I'm sure everybody noticed. You can always go back to the link once you get to that point. The many ways that you could decorate these, um, decorate and shade. Just so neat. Right. Oh, that's right. I was gonna try to do more of a squared off. We'll see how that goes. Jen did an amazing job of that. Oh, that's not so bad. Earlier. I think you two could have fun with playing with, how wide these are and all of that. No, Jen, you did an amazing job on that. It was so, so cool. All right, now let's see. Okay. If gosh, and maybe doing it this way will help me. Going out straight. Maybe I don't know. All right, that's just going to be how it looks. All right, not too bad. And then it's the other side that causes the trouble. Just like, yeah, okay. When it's all done, no one will see any lopsidedness or anything weird.
Oh, I see you're doing the squared off one.
Trying. We'll see. This one looks a little drunk, but it's okay.
As long as it's only a little drunk.
Yeah, yes, yes. Well, and then it'll just matter on how it's decorated. That's all. That will make the difference. Okay. And then I'm like, all right, now I get another shot at it. Oh, let's do opposites first. Okay. And I shall also work to not think about it. And I think I'll fill in with some of the Inaflux is what that's my game plan so far. We'll see what happens. You stay there. All right. This and the first step makes me think of an exclamation mark, sort of connected. All right. That side good. Yep, not thinking works. Although I went from so mine's a combination. I have the squared off, and then apparently I can't continue that down. Oh, and I'm gonna okay. I'm gonna take a look too. I mean, there's no reason also why if you didn't want to kind of continue it down a little further. I mean, yeah, most of hers they kind of at least just kind of come straight level, but like this one, I just feel like this needs to have a. This one's going to be an odd one. Yeah, there we go. And oh, let's do this side first. As if it matters. Why I don't know. No, no, this blank side. Oh no, this blank side. Cassie, I am using it's the same company, Sakura, but this is just because it was handy here. It's like the PN, the plastic nib pen, but this one they put in their apprentice kit, but it's just called Pigma Pen '05. It seems like they Sakura, I don't know if you know, like Sakura has the sets of Zentangle, so it has I think it's the only outside of getting it from CZT, the only other way to get or ordering directly. I think they're the only authorized persons that can put together a kit. But they'll put these together. They used to have one that was a 10 and it was just a big thick nib, but the plastic is a bit stronger. It'd be similar to because it just has a different barrel than this because they have the plastic nibs in these ones also. These are just a little less expensive um, than the microns, and I like I said, I don't think there's anything different. I'll have to look and see because it doesn't say anything on it about being archival or anything. But I was feeling like I wanted to have a little bit thicker tip. And the plastic ones are neat too because if you're good at pressing and then going light and you can well better than that, but you could get you can have a lot of fun with that part if you wanted to. I could do a oh yeah, like a Print Thompson going getting thick on the one side ish. They're a nice pen also. And I just had it here. Oh, okay. You have the same black, Cassie. I don't know. I have to see where I put that the black the number 10 because I think I had like one or two of them And then when I do a class, and so this is when I was, like sometimes for libraries, and some of the senior centers where I was sharing tools. Oh, okay, Cassie. Sharing tools is like, oh well, I'll get these. They work just fine for tangling, and it was just so I just had a bunch of them in my travel kit. Well, okay, that's gonna turn into something else. Yep. So I am still struggling on these little side ones, and I don't know why. Again, I have to turn off the brain. In the end, we all know it will look great. This one way up here. And oh, that looks neat, Mom.
Well, we shall see.
Well, and you did all of yours kind of just going up.
Yes. I don't know why. This is
And
supposed to be. I think my this pen, when I first started writing with it, it didn't look a different color, and then it started looking a different color. And it's not one of those magic pens that you have. I don't
no,
know.
is it a metallic or something?
No, it's an '06. You know, the
Oh,
Starlight
but it, oh,
'06 or
is
whatever
it
that.
sparkly?
No,
Oh,
that comes next.
but because sometimes with those the sparkly ones, it seems like I've had it where, um, or something that where it has a feature, and it's like, oh, it like it's not it doesn't stay blended or something, and so then I'll
Oh,
get
I see.
oh,
Yeah,
okay.
then that could be this too. Whereas I'm working on one of our dyed papers, so it might have something to do with that as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that last one looks great. I could either say it's because I on purpose told my head to, or I just stopped listening to it, um, or I just got enough practice in. One or the other or both. All right. I'm gonna see. I'm making a weird aura-ing just to continue my where my pen jotted off, so it will look artistic. I meant it this way as I fling my hair when I say
Oh, it's looking good.
that. Okay, now let's see. Oh, and I could. Well, let's see. I'm thinking I might want to. Oh, to aura or not to aura? That is the question. I think I shall.
You're so dramatic.
I know. It's so weird. I'm not normally like that. I am going to add a couple. Let's see. Oh, why not? There we go. Kind of like having them sort of touch, so I just added some. And I should also mention for anyone that's new, well, and also for those that might listen to the recording later, and if you're new, I should always consider that the aura is just an outline. Kind of pick the distance that I want, and then being careful, going slow, and moving my tile so I can maintain that as best I can. Gosh, it just has a neat effect. The aura. Well, we'll see when I get to the ones that I didn't care for so much. I think that was one that I liked. That's right. Let's see. Yeah, it just finished. The aura finishes off. It's magical. It's like the line dot dot. And Alyssa is having me plug the club. Well, and just to let everyone know, and I did put out several messages. The opportunity for being a founding member did end at the end of last month. So thank you to those that joined in support support my habit of supporting your habit, something like that, or tangling habit. But it's still a deal because it's like I have gotten into we've been doing 2 paid classes a month, so it's still a deal. I tried to I always had to do this. I have complicated thoughts to begin with, and then I'm like, you know what, that's just silly. Let's not do all these other things. It's just whatever it is. It's just all access, all the replays and everything, and for one low price. It's a great, yes, Kim. It is a great habit to have. It is indeed.
If you have to be addicted to something, this is it.
Yes. And well, because I half jokingly said through all this stuff, it's just like, I just keep sinking deeper and deeper into my habit. It's fun to say that to people that have no idea. It's like, oh, just kidding. It's this. I'm like, oh, okay. I still don't really understand, but whatever you say, Heather. I thought it was and true. Oh, okay. Now I'll do the inside, and that will make it look even neater. Yep, something about putting that aura on finishes it off where you just don't see anything you didn't care for. Oh, something else I maybe still have room for, and it didn't occur to me until now, and is you could do rounding.
She
Maybe
did that on one. Oh, you
did
know
she,
what? She did rounding. I'm pointing at the screen.
yeah, I can
The one section where you auraed, where they crisscross.
yeah, oh
Right.
yes.
She did rounding in there.
Oh, okay.
But you
Yes.
could do it right where you're pointing your pen. Every little dip, you could do that. But she did it in those 4 where the lines crisscross. She auraed it, and then she
Then
rounded that.
so like here, yeah, so then I would, well, I'll let me finish orating them, and then I didn't notice that until you said that. But that could be a nice, if and depending on where you're at and if it fits in, because I'm thinking I could. Well, maybe it wouldn't look so good it probably wouldn't look so good on these. Maybe on the outside it would, not on the inside. On the outside, doing the round on the pedal parts, because on the inside it would take away from the hollow bow look, like this is a complete thing hidden behind. And so, yeah, because it looks like she did it, yeah, in this coming from the center. So let's do that. Yeah, for those that don't know, the rounding is just you're literally rounding off the corner, just like I did here. So let's do the other insides. So kind of traveling the pen along the original line and just making a little shortcut. I always find that this what do they call it, a tangle enhancer, always handy when something is sometimes sloppy. Like, oh, I'll put some rounding in there and it will look amazing.
And it does.
Yeah. Oh, and Lynn says, yeah, love to have it, but lacking in time. Yes, totally understand that, Lynn. Yeah. You can only fix the time thing. Oh, that turns out interesting. I think I'm going to leave it at just the two opposite corners for now. I think of doing the other ones, it might just I just don't know. Okay, then I might have just end up doing this one. I don't know if I'll have. We'll see if I can add in some of those the little influxes. And yours are interesting in that you do three instead of um.
Yes. And
It,
they're just all over the place.
I mean they look natural. It makes it more of a it's a baby bun, you know. Uh, and I like the big orbs in the center.
Yes, it just well, actually, one of the this one was all blue and looked like a circle, and this
Oh,
was mostly white. And so I thought, well, I'm just going to put those up there for the heck of it
oh,
because I can. It's
yes.
one of those.
And that yeah, the fun of using the tiles that we created, so that way it can give you ideas even if you don't have any.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Well, no, I'm not going to go complicated. She has one here on her sample. Simone does where it looks like oh, it's just the top three that are are just a little bit more elaborate, in decorating. I'm like, oh, that's neat. But now I was like, maybe I won't. Then I it was like, oh. Like, but then I had a thought and then I lost it. Right. So while I'm trying to find where did that thought go, I'm gonna start looking under some things for my thought. Um,
Yeah, even if you write them down, then you have to look for them too.
exactly, exactly. I don't remember what it was. Okay, it was like it was a fleeting piece of inspiration on what I was going to do. Yep. Yeah, it's not there. But auraing the inside is kind of neat too. So I'm gonna do that. Who knows? Maybe I will kind of add what she did. I don't know. I'm gonna at least do this part, then maybe it will come to me. And let's see. Oh, and I might as well do all of those. Oh, I know what it was now. All coming back to me now. And
You still want to do it?
I don't know. I don't know if I can. Oh, no, I was that first picture that she had where she has it aura'd and then or so it looks like these slices. I don't know if I can.
Oh. Yeah, well, I don't know either.
No, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because I'm looking back at it, and the way she has the auras. Well, I don't know. I was gonna say they weren't exactly aura, but they are. Yep. No, I can still do it and not. Oh, let's see. Not the. And then just to have fun. Oh, maybe I'll just leave it. Ooh. I was thinking Knightsbridge again, and then I was like, well, I don't know. I kind of like it with just making this kind of cool grid. So I think I'm gonna leave it. Plus, I've made it so tiny; it would be hard to hard to fill that in. Yeah, and what's neat, so I'm just barely tickling the paper with this pen, and it's making a really nice fine line for as kind of thick as this nib is. See, yeah, that's right. Mom and Mary says, yeah. Plus, Mom, you're happier this way. No Knightsbridge. It's if she doesn't like other people could do
Yeah, other people like it. Obviously.
it.
I don't mind seeing it in other people's work, just don't expect me to do it.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. That there's, you have some tangles that you just don't enjoy doing, and so we just don't worry about it. And then some that just go into the nemesis pile because they're it's just like, oh, just don't even say that. Like Diane, who's on It's like Wi-Fi power is ours, even though we did figure it out and had a good laugh with some of the result that we had. Um, which Diane, you should frame that one. It was so funny.
Well, and then too, I mean, everybody has their favorites,
Yeah.
their go-to ones, but sometimes they change. Because I can't remember what I was doing the other day and saw, well, it was probably some old thing that I had tangled and thought, oh my gosh, I forgot all about doing that one. And, it's fun all over again.
Yeah. Did I just? Oh, I think I was like, did I decide if I was doing all of these? I can't remember. Oh, I think I'm gonna just leave those. Leave. I think I had decided at first, at least, I'm just gonna do these top three Orad and then figure out something else for the others. Oh, and yeah, Beetlejuice was the other one that you don't care for.
Right. I don't
Yeah.
particularly care for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, and it's like BTLJOOS is
Yeah,
how that
I
works.
didn't remember. I couldn't remember how to spell it.
And even though it's a creepy movie that has like skeleton-y things and stuff, the movie was good. So that probably maybe I don't know maybe if that helps or not. It was like, oh yeah, that's neat. Okay. Huh. If I do all of those the same, yeah, yeah, Lilo loves Beetlejuice too. Yeah, it's just I think maybe that was the first Tangle that was a little bit more freeform, and I liked the result, so that's why it's kind of, yeah, it stays in my head because it's like, oh yeah, that one is nice. Let's see. Well, and Mom, I like how you have just worked on shading all of them instead of putting patterns in.
Exactly.
I think that's a good thing. And I'm thinking that might be just what I do with
Because
the
I drew
other.
my coloring book and now I'm coloring it.
Right, right. And I think I'm just gonna put, yeah, some of these, just adding some lines. I don't know why I feel like I have to do these fast. Maybe it's because it's like, don't think about it, do it fast, hurry, before your brain kicks in. But if I go a little bit slower, it's helpful, and I that just has such a neat effect. And well, we'll see when we're done. It kind of can totally disguise anything that you didn't really care for. And I think I will maybe. Oh, that one went all the way across. But I'm probably gonna have to. Well, because it took me so long to figure out what I'm gonna do, I tell you what, I should have spent time thinking this afternoon. I should have spent time thinking and tangling instead of doing work. Yeah, Mary says, yeah, that's what she's drawing in her coloring book and like making her own. And that's what's the neat thing about Zentangle, right? Is we do create our own Tangle book, and then you get the best of all of the benefit of Zentangle, uh, all the meditative and mindfulness properties of it, Um, and then on top of it, the coloring part. Oh, I think, yep. Why not? Oh, but wait. How small can I do this? Oh, but I could just do 3 things. I don't have to do 5. And really, you don't even, oh, see, look at how nice that looked. And you don't have to do, and this is for the Iniflux. You don't have to do the 2 sets of fluxes on top if you're just doing the 3. What did you end up doing? Is that what you ended up
With
doing?
what?
So on the Iniflux, just
Oh
doing
no,
the,
yeah, yeah. I didn't do more than I did just the amount that you have there. I didn't have room to do any more.
yeah. Because I
So
think if
they're
you do,
tightly closed buds.
yeah, well, yeah, because if you do the 5, then you almost need that extra, um, to kind of close it off. What neat hair. Ooh, I think I'm gonna put some little dots in that center instead of making it solid. Or I don't have enough room for lines. Well, and then I was thinking I would put some orbs in the background of that, but now I'm not. Now I'm thinking maybe not. And well, as we have 4 minutes, it's like we really, it was like, well, you got to see all of Mom's shading, which is nice. And I, on my one from earlier, I did on the outsides of each of these petals just to kind of give it, uh, to kind of emphasize the, that they're tucked, all behind each other. And Mom's is neat because it was more, um, you kind of did it on both sides, just like on the interior, almost like an aura with the shading.
Yeah, I can't. I'm trying to get my white. I can't.
Is it
I
not
can't make a
behaving?
single white pen work.
Did you did you
Well, because I've used
draw
colored.
it on your skin?
Oh, you know what? That did work the other day. Oh, it writes great on my thumb. But because I use colored pencil, it just right away.
Oh, okay.
It's all right. It does. It isn't. It isn't that necessary. Actually, I
Um,
think this one is pretty much dead anyway.
Going from an old technique, we'll see. Yeah, this is gonna have to be a homework assignment for myself. Well, all day I was thinking, I just can't believe that it's Thursday, but it's because we had the holiday on Monday.
And we tangled
Or-
on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Well, so to Mary, that just said that's what she's doing, drawing her coloring book. Because my favorite story to tell is when I was a kid, I started taking art lessons when I was 10. My mom was what I call the true artist,
Hmm.
and I would come home from my art lessons and color in my coloring books. What a waste of money! No, she never said that. She never said anything. It's just like
Um,
my music lessons were worse because I took accordion lessons for like, oh, I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and, I would never practice, but she would pick up because she was also could play by ear. She
yeah.
would pick up the accordion and start playing. So maybe I took those lessons so she could have an accordion to play on.
See?
So,
Yeah.
huh?
Said, see, yeah, that's it. Oh, fun. Well, I can't wait. I want to see what everybody did. Now, I thought this would work better, but I needed to probably press harder. That looks gorgeous. Oh, mine doesn't look too bad in my thing. My one from earlier, that was really funny because you know, I'll do the joking. Oh, whose is that? You know, and it's like that earlier, I'm like, oh,
You probably couldn't hear him, but I mean, the reason I added orange to the one from this 4, Nathan said, "Is it gonna all be gray?"
yeah,
And I
we
said,
can't have
"Yes."
that.
Is it all gonna be gray?
Oh my gosh. Well, it's a everybody is absorbed in what they're doing because nobody's opened their webcam yet. Oh, there, shared first. Oh, we want to see. Oh, nice, Sharon. Oh, and I like that the print hump in the background. Oh, Felicity, she has
Oh,
glowing flowers. Oh
Mary,
my
I love
gosh,
yours. I
Tom
love
and Carla.
all the other whatchamacallits. What was that called? Oh, influx. Because
Yeah.
they're flux and it turns in, but they really look like
Oh,
buds. Beautiful. Beautiful.
yeah.
Felicity, I love yours. Oh, yes, because
Uh,
that mingling. I love the little, like little fiddlehead ferny things.
mhm.
They
They
are
look
all,
like a kind of a what are they, a muka tendril.
yeah.
Oh,
Bingo.
these are nice. Yeah. Bingo, ding, 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 I win. Oh, Diane, that's gorgeous. On
At
one of your
at the OPC,
piles.
they have these
Nice.
wine tasting things, and they call them perfect
Oh,
pairings. I think what you did today, Heather, was a perfect pairing.
oh, good. All right, so hold
Perfect.
them steady. If this is everybody,
Oh, Jacqueline's is so
I
colorful
will
and so
grab
pretty.
this. Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous.
Joyce, I
Actually,
love yours.
all right, I'm gonna get it now. Okay, let me paste it. Make sure I did it right, and then I will. Okay, I got it. So, um, I will share my screen. These are just gorgeous. Oh my gosh. Where's my share screen? And Tom and Carla's. Oh my goodness. I love those. Did I get
I didn't see
yes, I got
theirs.
yours. Okay. Yeah.
Got it?
So
Okay,
let
I
me
wasn't.
share and bring that. Oops. Come on. That goes up. Yep. And Virginia love that. So cute. And I did get yours. Okay. So let me
Where's
make
Tom
this
and
so that way.
Carla's? Is there a second page?
No. Where did it go?
I don't see it.
Oh, right here.
Where?
On the underneath yours.
Where's mine?
On, am I
Oh, I
sharing?
see
Oh, I
it.
am.
Okay, yeah, now
Yeah.
I see it.
Oh. Oh, and Lynn, yeah, I did get yours. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, and Shalini, I don't know if I got yours. Hold yours steady. All right. I got it now. Yeah, these turned out so fantastic. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, I saw I just like I didn't want to like well I could do it like a lot later or something and it would, but it was just perfect to add these in. And Alyssa, yours is so interesting. Yours looks a little sci-fi. So that's what I and well, I say and neat that it was on. You have uh, a, a different pattern every uh, petal, for lack of a better word, but just gorgeous. Oh, and Jen did that again. And that yours turned out so neat. And actually, I kind of like that you didn't you just kind of kept them all towards the top, kind of like Mom did, instead of trying to bring them down onto the sides. And now I'm looking at mine and I'm thinking, oh, that doesn't look. It looks a lot better than I was feeling like it was looking before.
It looks very good.
Those little lines in there, that and the aura.
Yeah, and I really liked how the original ones have those lines with the little knob, you know, and I didn't do that on any of mine.
Oh,
I really liked how that looked, but
yeah.
mine took on a different
Let me switch
uh,
down.
thing.
Yeah. And
Oh
Cassie, I like
yes,
that the orbs with the white on the inside. That's just neat.
so much fun.
Yeah. These turned out amazing. Just amazing.
Jacqueline's looks like it's blooming at this very moment.
Yeah, it does. It's like blooming and shooting out energy. Joyful energy. Actually, they all look like that. And that's why we're Tangle addicts, right?
It looks like Diane must have used one of her dyed cards that turned
Yeah.
out perfect
Mm-hmm.
for what she did. That looks like pansies or violets. I'm
It
thinking
does.
because of the color that she used, but beautiful.
Yeah, and that and doing some white around the orb.
Yeah.
That might maybe that is making you think that too. Oh,
Okay. Very
Sony,
nice.
Sony. All right,
Okay.
bye recording.